Hello, welcome to Jazz Emporium. So this is going to be a 5-part series of each One Direction members reading. So today's going to be Louis Tomlinson. I will say this. I've been trying to gauge with his energy before this reading, and Zara keeps trying to infiltrate the reading. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but I have an announcement to make, and I know it sounded very like jumping from one to the other. I have finally reached YouTube partnerships. I want to thank everybody for supporting my channel. Thank you so much. It means the world to me. Thank you so much. If you want to book a personal reading, please do it at jazzemporium.com. I just been finished doing a personal reading for one of you guys, and it went great. And please click in your video requests. I will be on constant need to do your videos. I'm slowly but surely catching up. I'm better from pneumonia, so that's another good thing. And I just want to thank every single one of you that have been loving and supporting to my channel. It means the world to me. Mwah. Thank you so much. And again, I will say this in the comment section. Please be civil in the comment section. No bashing Louis, no bashing Zara. I will do my best to keep very neutral in this reading. Now, if something does come up that's not too good, I, as a reader, am always going to be honest to what my cards are trying to tell me, engage with me. So again, I do stress, please don't be harassing anybody in the comments. Don't be bullying each other. Don't be coming at me. Don't be saying anything really weird or suspicious, or, you know, don't be sitting there verbally bashing them. Remember, guys, you don't own these celebrities. These people are people. So whatever you're writing or communicating on my channel, you know, I don't know if they see this. I don't know if they not, probably not. But, you know, remember, if they do happen to see this, they're humans, and, you know, the bullying is not necessary. This is also for entertainment purposes only, so please don't sue me. I'm just coming out whatever's in the cards, and that's all I'm doing. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just a reader, right? So I hope you do enjoy this video. This is going to be Louis Tomlinson's reading, and later on I will be doing Niall and Zane's reading, and I will leave Liam actually for last, guys, and it's nothing personal. I know I did in the poll section that you guys want to see Louis next, and then after that Liam, but I think out of the respect of the 4 other lads that are still alive, I'm going to do them first because it makes sense, and then Liam will be the last big one at the end, you know, kind of like a yay at the end. So please just be respectful, and we should have a good reading, and I shall see you in the next segment, little montage, and then I shall see you in the reading. And thank you so much, and bye for now. Peace and love. Mwah. Hello, so welcome to Jazz Emporium again. I'm Jazz, the tarot reader, and we are going to be doing Louis Tomlinson's reading. But before we get started, please book a personal reading at jazzemporium.com. You'll get an hour with me, $65. Nice thing to do for a reading. And please put in your video requests. And if you want to reach out to me, ask me any questions or anything like that, please do so at jazzemporium@gmail.com. So if you're wondering what this is, I had to light frankincense incense to clear the energy. So before I get started with Louis' reading, I'm just going to say this. Every time I try to read for Louis or gauge with his energy, because before even I do the reading, guys, I tend to sit with the energy or sit with whoever I'm going to be channeling or whoever I'm going to be engaged with, just to get like sort of a gauge for their energy. So we kind of walk in sort of the reading going, oh, okay, you know, we're kind of knowing what to expect in a way, or, you know, I kind of gauge where their energy frequency is at. Starting to regret doing that. I might have to put that over here because this is blowing right in my face. So I'm being cleansed as I'm doing this reading as we're talking, and I got my clear quartz to amplify energies. Always, if you want to amplify energies, please have a clear quartz around you. I'm going to put this right in the candle where I have my my frankincense. Frankincense is good for clearing and cleansing any negative spirits. Greek people used to burn this, all bunch of different cultures. You know, if you're Christianity, frankincense, myrrh, and all that stuff. Very cleansing and stuff around the reading. Anyway, back to the reading. Distractions. Louis constantly being distracted. When I was reading on Louis' energy, Zara kept wanting to come into the reading. And I said to Zara politely, you know, telepathically with their higher selves, I said, can you please not do that? Because I'm trying to read just for Louis. This is specifically for Louis. And she kept trying to invade in the space. So Louis got clever, and his energy, when I was picking up his energy whenever I could, I got the carnelian stone. So red carnelian, orange carnelian. So carnelian. So carnelian's about motivation, drive, passion, creativity, fertility, on the go, on the movement. It's also very about intimacy. It's about the lesson he's going to start to learn is about more intimacy, connecting with others. Now, I don't know if this means if the relationship's going to go good or bad. We're going to have to integrate with the cards here, because that's probably going to come up. And this reading is going to be a 2025 reading, a 2026. So I'm going to try to split the two onto the 2 years, right? So it's going to be 2025, 2026. Now, the fox spirit is what Louis came to me as with his animal spirit. So remember in the last reading when I said with Harry that he was a peacock or some sort of majestic bird? Now, Louis's energy is funny because he came to me as a fox, and this fox was so happy. And you know how foxes, if you know anything about foxes, they tend to smile, they tend to giggle, you know, and the fox let me rub its belly and gave me a little playful nip. That means friendly and reciprocal. So he was very friendly and outgoing, just like Louis's energy, very friendly and outgoing. Now, the tarot card I got for Louis was the Sun card. So the Sun card has a dual reasoning. It's, I get that there's healing that's going to be involved with the Sun card. I get that there's happiness, but I also get that things are starting to come out into the light. Whereas the Moon card, the opposite card, is about concealment, secrets and stuff, unless it's in reverse. The Sun card is going to bring clarity to things in his life. Now, whether that be his relationship, people he's working with, fans, or anything of any sort, or things that he has to do internally within himself to what to fix. And that's a very Leo energy. So before we get started, Louis Tomlinson is a Capricorn Sun, Leo Moon, and Gemini Rising. So very much communicative here. You know, very, very open, willing to communicate with my energy and stuff when Zara wasn't getting in the way. Now, again, I'm not judging her. This is not going to be a reading on bashing her, but whatever does come into the cards, I'm going to gauge it and I'm going to be honest about it. So let's get started. So, is there anything else I'm missing? No. Okay, so I'm going to put his stone right on top of here, as I did with Harry's. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'll try to bring it down. I'm still trying to work out the dynamics here of what are dimensions on how to film. But anyway, let's get back to the reading. Sorry, guys. Yeah, Louis is very distracted, so I'm picking up on his energy. So let's see. Oh yeah, channeling Louis. Okay, so what do I pick up from Louis? He goes, I love my fans. They gotta remember that I'm a human being and I'm gonna make human choices. I'm doing what the fuck I want to do. Oh, he just swore it. I'm doing whatever I fucking want to do. That's a big thing I'm getting here. Nose to the grindstone. He's trying to finish this album. He's hearing soon released. That's one thing that's coming up here. I'm basking in the sun. I'm also getting like around my face, heat and sun, because he's spending a lot of time outside. He goes, I'm going out and doing and enjoying things with Zara. But not everything is what it seems. So he's telling me not everything is what it seems. Okay. Not everything is what it fucking seems, love. He just says, let the card speak for itself, or let it speak for itself. He's feeling like a rush of energy. I have this feeling like he's in the honeymoon phase. So right now, I also noticed that when he tends to fall in love, he tends to fall in love hard and fast. I did say to him, you might want to slow down a little bit, because things that burn so quickly tend to fizz out quickly. So there's going to be a lesson that he needs to learn in that. That's what I seem to be picking up. And he's like, I'm preparing for the soccer aid. So he's preparing mentally. He's doing maneuvers in his head about soccer, because he's going to be doing that. I don't know if he just made an appearance on TV. I'm seeing cameras and lights. So I have this feeling that he's made an appearance. But let's see, the What's Tea Tarot cards. What is coming in for Louis Tomlinson with the What's Tea Tarot cards? We'll start with the What Tea's Tarot cards, and then we will go to relationships and oracle decks, because he's in a relationship. But what's coming in for Louis Tomlinson? Spirit, ancestors, angels, guide. What is coming in for Louis Tomlinson right now in the oracle cards? What is he feeling right now? Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. And we'll also do time oracle decks of anything of significance. Reflecting. So Louis needs to take some time to reflect. Okay, so that's what's coming in. Reflecting. So he's been taking some time to reflect. And what is he reflecting on? So reflecting time. So he's been reflecting on work progress. He's been reflecting his past actions, his actions right now. He's been just reflecting and reflecting. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Wolves in sheep's clothing. Okay, so this could be written in one. This could be read in one or two ways. So Louis is kind of more intuitive. He's very impulsive. He's not a fine details type of guy, but he's very much a big picture guy. But he's sensing something's amiss in his surroundings. So he's reflecting on if there's a wolf in sheep's clothing. Now, I don't know if he means this about the fans, that you all are wolves in sheep's clothing. Like, I feel like he's been sort of like betrayed by you, because he's like, why are you sitting there questioning my decision makings? I'm a human being and I'm allowed my happiness. Here, let me have a drink of water because of, well, that going, because, you know, that's why I have the incense going, because I found it very hard to gauge in his energy when someone's trying to hijack my reading. Zara, I'm talking to you, honey. And the Wilson sheep's clothing, he's being more discerning now, or he's starting to reflect, or this is what will be happening if it hasn't happened already, that there's somebody in his midst that's a wolf in sheep's clothing. Now, if you don't know the whole saying, a wolf in sheep's clothing is somebody that's coming off as innocent but have ill intention. The wolf can be significant here with Louis, even though I got the fox. Now, foxes are wolves. I don't know if foxes are a form of canines, but, you know, they're like embroidered in cat spirit, but they're like dog inside, you know, foxes. So, I mean, okay, spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. What's happening in Louis' energy? What is Louis feeling right now? Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Groupie. Okay, this is you guys. So he's acknowledging the fact that some of the fans have been right vile. I'm hearing whatever you guys are sending him or messaging him, or I'm hearing Zara, please don't be rude. Like, he's mentioning that some of the fans that he thought they were true blue fans that be staying with him, he's acknowledging that the fans are not being very nice. Wilson sheep's clothing. Or, okay, there's that. And he's just kind of like rolling his eyes, kind of upset, which I said, you know, I'm trying to get him to see it from their perspective. But yeah, cyberbullying. You are being bullied or online, or they have, or they were, yeah, he's been bullied. They both have been bullied, I'm hearing. Him and Zara have both been bullied here. And especially Zara is taking a lot of the heat because fans are not happy about her. Because I'll be quite honest, a lot of fans are not getting a good feeling from Zara's energy. And I'm not saying yes or no, because I'm going to leave mine ambiguous, my thoughts and opinions on that. You know, I think that it comes from good intentions that they want to see Louis safe and happy. But guys, please don't be obsessed to the point where you're questioning his motives or him as a person. Because I understand she's a model, she's gorgeous, she's pretty, and I sense jealousy. You guys can't be doing that to him. That's not right, and that's not right to her. I understand everybody has a past. Everybody has skeletons in the closet. Everybody. You know, you sit there and you judge a person, you're judging yourself, because nobody's perfect in this world. We've all been through some stuff, done some stuff that we're not fucking proud of. I've done it, you've done it, everybody's done it. I don't care. And I don't believe in Jesus or anything, but apparently Jesus is the only perfect person that's ever walked this planet. You have your beliefs, I have mine. Don't fucking sit there and judge her. Don't send her death threats. Don't be vile to her. You may not be liking it or happy that he's with somebody, but guess what? He's human. Get over it. Get over it. You know, I'm sorry. You know, yes, you can have your fantasies. Yes, you can say you're Mrs. Louis Tomlinson or whatever, but this is not acceptable. This cyberbullying, bullying, telling her to go die and stuff, not acceptable. Not acceptable. If you're a real fan of Louis Tomlinson, you should be a fan of his music. You should be a fan of him as a person. And you should be understanding of the choices he makes. I'm not saying every choice that man has made is correct, but please don't do stuff like this. This is not right. I'm disappointed in you guys. The ones that are doing it, I'm disappointed. The ones that are not, and that are being respectful of his decision making, his music and stuff, thank you. Thank you for supporting him. But also, too, he's saying He's lost over 16,000 followers on his Instagram, his YouTube, or his TikTok, one of the platforms. He's indicating his numbers are going down. It's almost like you're punishing him for being a human being, he's saying. And he's hurt about that. So he's been a bit more reserved and kind of closed off from the fans because he used to be very warm and loving. But he's thinking this is more like a betrayal from you guys. And it hurts him. You know, he does get hurt. You know, he is a Leo moon. They're very generous and warm people. Don't hurt a Leo moon. You don't want to see him cry. Oh, something fell. Whoa. Ow. Digging dirt. See, everybody's trying to dig dirt on him and Zara, and that's not funny either. So he's acknowledging that people have been trying to dig dirt, dig stuff up, dig old past, wants you back. And he's acknowledging people think that I'm with Harry, and he's smiling. He goes, it's not what you think it is. You know, people are feeding into those rumors about him and Harry, and he goes, that needs to stop. It's not fucking true. He's like, and he's getting mad. He's like, it's not fucking true. Like, he says people need to stop. Because what I will say from this always, he acted more like a big brother to Harry, because Harry was the youngest. You know, Louis is the oldest, so he's always taken on a patriarchal fatherly role, and he has, like, I think, what, 5 or 6 sisters, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry guys if I'm incorrect. But he's always had to act more like, almost like a second parent to his sisters, right? So he's got that protective quality about him. And I'm hearing that because Harry was so young, he was trying to make sure Harry was safe. And people misinterpret it and mistook it as they were in a relationship. I'm sensing more of a brotherly love. I'm hearing he's the brother I've always wanted to have. And I understand that. I'm very close to my friends. Shout out to my friend Destiny. Shout out to my friend Wesley. These are almost like siblings I wish I would have had. And all my other friends too. Sorry guys. And I'm not trying to forget the friends that I do have, the ones I didn't mention. You know, sometimes family isn't just blood related. Sometimes you adopt your own family. So you all are making a big thing out of nothing. He wants the Larry rumors to stop. He's getting irritated. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Rejected. See, he feels a sense of rejection. Okay, so Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Anything else with the oracle deck here, what we need to engage with Louis? Anything that he wants us to know or will be known if he doesn't even know? Love on the brain. See, he's got love on the brain with Zara. So love on the brain, you know, because you all are rejecting him because he has love on the brain. And he's ignoring photo proof that you guys have of things. But I'm also concerned with Louis. Like, when he tends to fall in love, he falls in love deep, hard, and fast. And there's been rumors that they're going to be trying to move in together, I'm hearing. So, I mean, the only thing I would say if I was talking with him, and I'd say it's your choice, but just be careful, you know, don't move too fast. Things that tend to burn brightly tend to fizzle out. So Spirit is talking to me besides Louis Tomlinson. Things that tend to burn brightly tend to fizzle out quickly. We'll have to integrate with these other cards. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Love triangle. Uh-oh. Okay. We'll take it, but that's a bit suspicious. Thief. Unfazed. Okay. Let's get the relationship oracle deck. Let's see here. Let me put that under the smoke first, because like I said, that's kind of weird that the energy was coming out. Okay, Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Let's get on Louis and Zara's relationship, because that is a little segment of the reading. I will give some spotlight to that. What's going on with Louis and Zara's relationship with the single love oracle deck, because that is important right now for us 2025-2026. It's going to be a couple cards. I'm not going to go in depth, but whatever does come out, and then we'll reconfirm it with the Rider-Waite tarot cards. Fear of cheating. Not everyone cheats. You need to open your heart and trust your partner. Okay, so yes, there was a rumor about Zara going around that she cheated on her previous relationship. This is in the back of Louis' mind. He's trying to make sure, he's attentively making sure that she doesn't walk out and cheat on him. There is fears of that, because again, I'm only engaging with his energy, not Zara's, because this is specifically about him. And I even said to Zara when I was trying to channel his energy, you know, I will probably do a separate reading on you guys again if you give me permission to do so. So I did say that. So spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Love is the answer. Love the answer. Love won't solve your problems. You need to work on being independent. There can be a bit of codependency. And again, guys, remember this, and I'm hearing love bombing. I hope not, because I heard the word love bombing. I hope this is not love bombing, that this is just the honeymoon phase. Because, you know, it's like when you're in a relationship, you get together, it's all, you know, ooh, everyone's all intrigued, and they're all kissy and close and touchy, feeling with each other. And then after a while, it kind of dies down a little bit. I hope this is not a form of love bombing, but there has to be some independence. Too much, too soon, too fast. That's too clingy. Spirit, ancestors, oh, angels, guides, geez. Past trauma. You need to take care of your time and heal yourself with your trauma. There could be dealing with some trauma issues within this relationship, or people have fears that they're not looking at in this relationship, which, again, I would strongly suggest them to integrate, again, independently and then come together. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Tell me a bit more about Louis and Zara's relationship. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Oh, that's in the wrong deck. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Tell me a bit more about Louis and Zara's relationship. Holding on. You must release old ties in order to have a fresh new start with somebody. So someone's not released something from their past, or someone's refusing to release something here, or someone could be still holding on to something that's going to be an interference, I'm hearing, in this relationship. Zara with the ex, I'm hearing, especially. She's contemplating whether she should go back to her ex or stay with Louis. That's one thing I'm getting here, which is not healthy. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Expectations. When you expect too much, no one measures up. Ditch your list. You want it to be real. There could be unrealistic expectations here. Eye candy. Beauty phase. Choose someone for their inner beauty and personality. So Louis might be contemplating here. Somebody might be contemplating, did they choose me because I'm just so beautiful? Or did they choose me because I'm actually beautiful? I'm hearing trophy wife. I'm hearing somebody here wants to have a trophy wife. Someone looking good on their arms. You know, yes, Zara's very pretty. She's, yeah, and someone's been working too much. Zara's very pretty. Yes, she's a model, whatever, and not being used. Somebody's putting on a false mask, and somebody's got pent-up anger. And yes, there could be pent-up anger of untrue stories, and someone's being cold about it. I'm going to put untrue stories, or no. Actually, I'll put that back in the deck. So someone needs to be careful here because someone's wearing a false mask in this relationship, and I'm not being biased. No, I don't hate the fact that Louis with Zara, but somebody's here is working at an ego. Did they fall in love with what the person looked like, or are they falling in love with somebody of their inner personality? I'm hearing if you move too fast, you're not going to know the real me. So somebody here thinks they got one way of looking at the person when it's really another. So bottom of the deck, Knight of Swords. There could be a message coming in for Louis. So let's see. Or do I want to use, actually, I'm going to use the Time Oracle deck first, and then I'm going to switch over to the other cards. Light Seer's Tarot deck. High Priestess in reverse. This was also in Harry's reading, by the way. And I'm not a Larry, so don't come for me. Do not say that I'm for Larry's, because I'm not. I don't believe in the whole Larry shit. So we'll do this in a minute. But I want to get some Time Oracle decks. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Now, before I do, I need to... Yeah, this is why it's not good to have frankincense like this, just blowing down my windpipes here, but... Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. What is a prominent time for Louis Tomlinson? This is only just Louis Tomlinson's energy. Thank you, Zara, for being into this reading. What is a prominent time we should hear about something with Louis Tomlinson, or something that's going to be a very important time for Louis Tomlinson? What months, days, years should we be focusing on here for the fans? He's saying his album's going to be released out soon. I'm hearing mid-2025, late 2025, early 2026, I'm hearing. Fall time. There we go. I just said that. Fall. So his album, I think, should be coming out in the fall, and I'm hearing on tour soon. Louis is very much, I'm getting that he doesn't like to sit still. Like he's always on the go doing something. His brain's constantly always going, almost like, I don't want to say ADHD or like, you know, like he's just very hyperactive. He's always on the go doing something, very productive. He works a little too much. And I'm getting that Zara is like, well, when am I going to have time to just sit there and chill and be with you? Like, I'm getting he's so like very passionate about this album. He's saying this is going to be a good fucking album. Like he's feeling it. Like he's putting his all 100%, 150% into this album that he's manifesting out to you guys. You know, this is going to be a very emotional album. I'm getting like, this is going to be more of an emotional album versus just, you know, like rock or good time. There's going to be more feeling and depth into this album. And I'm getting Zara might sing on a track or make a debut on the track. And I hear fans literally going bleh as a result. Please, guys, don't be rude. You know, don't be rude. You know, be civil. You know, put the claws away, please, for the love of God. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. What prominent time should we hear about Louis Tomlinson? What timing of the year? Okay. January. So January of next year, there's going to be something prominent that's going to go down. So fall and January. Now, people who, I know there's some people that tend to write down what I say in notebooks and stuff like that. Write down fall and January. Now, fall could be any time from August 20th, I think, late August. So, and that's early November. So, and I know that sounds very vague, but these are Oracle deck cards, not in this lifetime. So something's not in this lifetime. They tell you like days, months, years, phrases and stuff like that. So like I said, I'm just a messenger. Please don't shoot me. I'm just doing this. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Festive season. So we could be hearing something in festive season. So, because this is weird. When I think of festive season, I personally think of Christmas time. But it's showing me, again, the fall with the, like, reaping and sowing. And he's a Capricorn. So for those who don't know much about Capricorn, the Saturn symbol, so it's like a scythe, and I'll put that over here. The scythe, remember I told you about the scythe in Capricorn season, reaping and sowing. So this is going to be a very transformative time with Louis with festive season, because he's going to be reaping and sowing. And now, whether that be good, reaping or sowing is up to his karma. But sometimes Spirit will put in lessons for people to learn faster than you think. Okay. So, and October. So, okay, fall, October season. So I'm going to put that with fall. So October and January are going to be prominent times. You're going to be hearing about something with Louis, either with his album, and he needs to take a break too. So there could be something prominent with his album. He might release it in October or January, or vice versa, go on tour October or January. I'm getting more of the summertime. He likes to go on tour because it's way better than the winter. He's more of a summer lad than a winter lad, but he likes the fall. So Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. What is happening for Louis Tomlinson's 2025-2026? So what's happening here? Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. King of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, that's really weird because Louis got money. He's very stable, but there's certain parts he needs to watch out that are not so stable. Okay, so King of Pentacles in reverse. And again, a wolf is right here, guys. So yes, Louis showed me himself as the fox, but there's a wolf in sheep's clothing because this was in reverse. So I don't know if you guys can see that. There's a wolf here, and then there's a wolf over here. There a wolf everywhere, everywhere a wolf, 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 wolf. So dog, woof, woof, right? Somebody's in Louis' environment that is not so savory. Now, I don't know if this is a male friend, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is somebody that cannot be trusted here. I don't know if this is Zara. I don't know if this is somebody that's presenting themselves as the king energy, but it's really a queen energy. Somebody's coming from a lack mentality, controlling, not nurturing towards Louis, that he's going to have to watch out here for. Now, I don't know if that's, like, I'm hearing Zara's real mask. So, and again, I don't want to bash Zara, but something here is not, somebody's been giving too much. Now, that can also, again, Louis is very giving, but he's got to have limits with the King of Pentacles in reverse. Or somebody's not giving back the same way. Seven of Cups in reverse. He's not a very decisive I'm hearing decisive rebound. Decisive rebound. Why did that fly out of my mouth? Because I heard, like, when I jolted my head like that, I heard decisive rebound. Okay. Again, sorry guys, I'm a channeler, so decisive, okay. Seven of Cups in reverse is somebody that knows, it's not tempted by many things. This is somebody that is decisive and knows what they want. So if we're talking about the album here, he has fears that it's not going to make as much money with the King of Pentacles in reverse, but he's decisive that this is going to be a good album. He's very passionate and self-assured and confident, which is very much Carnelian energy. Confident. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Decisive rebound. What the hell does that mean, though? Can you clarify that, Spirit? What did you mean by that? Decisive rebound. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Hierophant. The commitment that he chose. I'm hearing he had options, but he chose her. Now, Louis is trying to elevate within himself spiritually, mentally, emotionally here. He's feeling like he's elevating upwards, and he's trying to have a position of authority in this album. I'm hearing he's trying to produce even this album or take more of the reins and commands. And I'm hearing even with his record contracts, I don't know if he's still tied to Simon Cowell or anybody that he shouldn't be, but he needs to get out of a contract with somebody, I'm hearing, that is a bit too controlling in reins of his stuff. Judgment card. Okay, so the Judgment card. So he's starting to come into his own, come into a true, authentic self here with the Hierophant and Judgment card. His, what I feel why he got the Sun card, and I'm surprised it's not come out yet. He's trying to come into his own and see his true self. He's trying to embody his true persona or his true self. And remember, you know, everyone has a persona when they perform. Even like off stage, he's saying who I am on stage is exactly what I am off stage. He's trying to be in touch with himself and not get lost and being personified on stage, or even with you guys that think he's one way when he's really another, I'm hearing. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. But there's been a halt to this process. So with this album release, I'm getting that with the album release in 2025 here, there's going to be some sort of delay here. Now, whether this is him transforming for this new album or transforming for how this album is going to be reciprocated and or received, there's going to be a delay. Or fans might be a little shocked of the sound. I'm hearing he's trying new sounds or new experimental stuff. But I'm also sensing here that there's going to be a delay with the release date. That's a big one here that I'm getting here. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. What else is coming in for Louis Tomlinson's 2025? You know, you think, it's funny, he's in a relationship. You'd think there'd be more cup cards and stuff coming out, but I don't see anything. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Magician card in reverse. Something's being halted here. Someone's been told, discovered they've been telling lies or conning him out with something. That's not good. So something's being halted. The lies are being halted, I'm hearing. Or something's going to be coming out that's going to halt a lie here. Or somebody is lying to Louis. Now, I'm not hinting at Zara. I'm not hinting at, could be a friend, family, associate. Somebody's been lying to Louis. And something, like conning him out. Because Magician card reverse is talking about being a con artist. Or somebody conning somebody out. This is going to be coming to the surface. Okay, what's going to be coming in Louis Tomlinson's 2026? Because I only got 7 minutes left, guys. So we better get quick with this. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Chariot card. Something is going to stop. Or something is going to be put to a halt here with the Magician card, Knight of Pentacles, Chariot card in reverse. And what is being put to a halt, Spirit? Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Page of Swords, something that he's going to get clarity on. Something that's going to be messaged to him or reciprocate to him, a message from a distance. He's going to gain clarity through a message of somebody playing mental mind games with him. So King of Swords in reverse. Now, this could be Zara, could be somebody else. Someone's been lying to him about something. And what is this lie about? Someone's not been communicating. Someone's been playing head games. I'm hearing somebody's being leading him, misleading him. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords here, King of Swords, somebody that's not seeing eye to eye. Somebody's going to be speaking their truth if something goes south here. And what is going south here? Like, why is this being put to a halt, whatever this is. Moon card, because something is found out underneath the surface. Something's going to be found out here. The Sun card. There we go. Spirit said look at the bottom of the deck. Sun card equals clarity here. There's going to be something here that he's going to find out that's going to put him in a state of depression here with the 5 of Cups here. That's going to lead to heartbreak because somebody's ill intentions. So Louis better watch himself, and I'm not saying this in threatening. Louis has to watch himself because there is somebody in his presence that's going to affect him 2025 and 2026 that has ill intentions for him, and he's going to find out through text messages or seeing something that somebody's not being honest, and he's going to recant his offer, and he's going to walk away. Spirit said look at the bottom of the deck. Oh dear. And I'm not saying who this is going to be. This could be a friend, associate, girlfriend. This is pretty messed up. Okay. Final cards for Louis. Oh God. This is why I don't have frankincense, because it affects my breathing. But I feel more clear-headed since I've had to light this, because I wasn't getting some good vibes. When I lit the frankincense, it had black smudge coming out of it, which means not good. Like, it's clearing out the negativity. So spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. What's going to happen here for Louis 2026 here? 2026. Queen of Pentacles. So he could have to be walking away, knowing his worth with the Queen of Pentacles here. Walking away from a commitment. Walking away from somebody. He's going to recant his offer. Knight of Cups here. Yes, because somebody was being selfish and indulgent here. Or it's going to be showing that somebody was self-indulgent or just using him. I'm hearing using me for what I got versus what I'm trying to offer here. I'm hearing immature. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Yeah, and he's also thinking about his child too. So this could be somebody from his past that he's going to have to walk away from. You know, and or, you know, he's thinking about his child. I'm hearing his kid's not too thrilled about him dating. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. What's coming in for 2026? A lost opportunity. So I think in the relationship field, this is going to feel like a lost opportunity, but this person's not exactly good for this person. So if he has to walk away from this, he might. He also, I'm hearing, might have to switch record producers, I'm hearing. And I'm also hearing he's going to have to switch companies of his contracts. Who he's liaison with, I'm hearing faulty contracts. Somebody here is going to basically, he's going to be switching, I guess, record companies or who he's signed under. Because they're trying to censor him what he can do, or he's rebelling and they don't like that. So he might have to switch companies, record companies, or who he's signed with the labels, I'm hearing. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Knight of Wands. So he's questioning his lust abilities right now. He's questioning that, like he's on the move, like he's trying to be the businessman. He's on the move with the Knight of Wands here. He's trying to, you know, he'll be going on to greener pastures. He still has his fire and his spark. I'm hearing he still sometimes feels very kid-like with how he is. 7 of Wands, but he's going to be on the defensive. He's going to defend his actions. Now, if somebody says something in the press about either a breakup or something he's done within the record company and try to make him look bad, he's going to say, I was defending myself. And he's very passionate when he defends himself. Knight of Wands, 7 of Wands. I'm hearing somebody's got a wandering eye. A King of Wands or a King of Swords. Somebody here could be, again, he's going to have to fight for Zara because somebody here is trying to interfere, and they're, unfortunately, this is going to cause the breakup and someone's going to interfere too much and she's going to go off with the other person. Yeah. Now, this might cause a rift with his work. He might lose a job or lose association or lose a liaison. Something here is going to happen where he's going to be losing money or wealth or a liaison here. I'm hearing watch your impulses because the Sun card did come out. So the Sun card here, I'm going to put this up at the front. This is telling me this is clarity. It's not just about him receiving happiness and joy. The Sun card talks about healing and clarity. And he's also been thinking about Liam, and he's also been coming to terms in healing with that. So this is final card, Spirit. What is the final card for Louis Tomlinson's 2025-2026? I have to wrap this up. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Strength card reverse. It's got to be clarity of how he's going to stand in his power and not let people walk on him. Very giving, and he needs to be more decisive right now. He's indecisive of how he's going to feel more confident about himself. And things coming to an end that need to come to an end. And it might be a little bit of an unhappy time for Louis, unfortunately, with this. And Four of Pentacles, when he needs to hold back. So 44, it might cause him a little bit of pain, but he's going to have to hold back from someone who's a lusty woman. So that's that for Louis Tomlinson. If you want to book a personal reading, please do so at jazzemporium.com. I'd be happy and honored to do a reading for you guys. I also do readings on different types of people. And please put your video requests and